Today I'm going to be reviewing a Bible from Humble Lamb. This is the NASB History Bible, and this is in the NASB 2020 translation. And the one that I have is in the rose gold cover, rose gold goatskin, and I have the art gilt one with the pink art gilt. So you can see already this is a beautiful hand-sized Bible. I have fairly small hands, so it's just a little bit bigger than my hand. So I was really excited about this compact size because it'll be easy for me to carry back and forth. And I'm not gonna lie, I was most excited about this pink cover. Very beautiful. Love the green pattern here. Rose gold, very nice. I have a She Reads Truth Bible that I've showed a lot before, an imitation leather of rose gold. So I was excited to see how this compared to that, and I really love the feel and color and look of this cover. It has perimeter stitching. We're going to get raised spine hubs and the Word of God on the spine, which I love that they put the Word of God and that's all they put on there. It's just nice understated spine. We're going to get some kind of yellow gold ribbon options here. They are double-sided satin. You get 3 of those. And then they did have an option with like, I forget what they call it, but it's like a picture on the art gilding. But I chose the pink just because, you know, pink and purple, they're my colors. So I just like that. So I chose the pink art gilding there. And then inside cover, I love their little lamb symbol here. We have Humble Lamb. And up here is the History, New American Standard Bible. And it is edge-lined, as you can see. You get a presentation page here, which I kind of like they leave it blank just to write in what you want there. Okay, let's make sure I'm not missing anything here. There we go. Okay, so we have thank you for making a difference here in the beginning, and I love that they say and do for every Bible purchased, Humble Lamb will provide Bibles, food, and humanitarian assistance to those in need, and you can learn more about that by visiting their website, which is humblelamb.com. And I said before, this is the NASB 2020 version. And we're going to get here table of contents. So there are some, I guess, errors, I guess you'd say, like a couple mistakes in here. They're very minor, but they are in here. So for example, Leviticus is spelled incorrectly. There's a 1 letter, it's a U instead of an I in there. So that's one thing. And I think the other one is it says authorized King James Version at the beginning here instead of NASB. And then I'll show you in a little bit, there's a picture in Revelation that's repeated I think 3 times. But other than that, they're very minor and not anything that really bothers me. Okay, so we're going to get a little introduction here, introducing the Word of God. And then we're going to get a foreword, a scriptural promise, a preface to the New American Standard Bible, principles of the translation. So if you're not familiar with this translation, definitely check that out. Explanation of general format. Abbreviations and special markings. And then we're going to get into the Old Testament. Okay, and Genesis. So there's no book introductions in here. This is a more compact Bible, so that, and it's already pretty thick, so that would make it even more so. But this is a single column layout. It's an 8-point font. It is surprisingly readable. I wasn't sure, like I don't have too many issues. I wear glasses, so if I didn't have those, I'd have a lot of issues. But I wasn't sure like how small this font was going to be since it is such a compact Bible. But it's surprisingly readable for as small as it is. But just be aware it is a compact Bible. It is a smaller size. Humble Lamb does have some Bibles like the KJV Lion Bible, which I think is 11-point font, and then the NKJV Shepherd Bible, which I've reviewed before. I think that's like a 10. So they do have, or 9.5 maybe, so they do have some larger font size Bibles available if this is something that would be hard for you to read. We have references here, and then you're also going to see the illustrations from Gustave Doré, hopefully I said that correctly, throughout this Bible as well. And I love these drop caps. They're very beautiful. Just have a little splash of color in them. So very nice. Headings are in a kind of a navy blue color. So just makes this Bible very nice, very easy to read. And with the pictures too, like I was wondering before well, not this time around because I have the Shepherd Bible. When I first got the Shepherd Bible, I was like, oh, I wonder if those illustrations are going to cause a lot of ghosting. It's going to be a problem with the text. But you can hopefully see here, or take my word for it, that it does not interfere with the text on the other side. You can see it, definitely, like you can see the outline here, but it's not interfering with the text and the readability of the text. So I just love the illustrations, kind of break it up a little bit, and then those drop caps are just really beautiful. So those are just some things that I really like about the layout here. And I always prefer single column. I mean, I don't even know if I'd say prefer, because I read a lot of double column Bibles, but single column Bibles are just something that I really, really like. And a lot of my favorite Bibles, like the ESV Heritage and the CSB personal size single column, and the NKJV single column Premier Collection. Some of my favorite Bibles are single column. So it's definitely something that I enjoy, especially when I'm reading for longer periods of time. So hopefully you can see this is just a really beautiful Bible. It does go into the gutter a little bit here, but also, like I always say, remember that I haven't had this very long usually when I first review it, so I can come back after I've used it for a while and do a follow-up review. But for now, I haven't had it very long, so it'll loosen up a little bit with time as well. And I'm also holding it up for the camera, so that doesn't help all the time either. I'm not laying it flat. So here we have Psalms. Let's jump back now to the New Testament. And this is going to be a blue letter Bible. So let me see if I can find an example. The words of Christ are going to be in blue. Okay, let's get into more when Christ was speaking. So here's an example of the blue letter. Now, it's not terribly different. I can see it, I can definitely tell, but it doesn't stand out a ton from the black text, and I'm okay with that, because if it was like super light blue, I don't think I'd like it. So I'm okay with it the way it is, because you can tell a slight difference, but it's not like super light or anything that I'm straining my eyes trying to read it. So I'm okay with it not being super duper different and standing out a lot. I can definitely tell the difference, and it's still dark enough and it's not going to bother my eyes. And I think it's neat that they do that, make it different than the traditional red letter that we usually see. Because red letter can sometimes be hard on people's eyes as well. So it's just personal preference, depending on what you like and prefer, what's easier on your eyes. Or what you grew up with, if you grew up with red letter and prefer that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the end of the Bible. There's not much at the end, because this is, again, more of a compact Bible. Although, as you can see, it's a thick, compact Bible. So it's not a, skinny, thin line, because it has these illustrations, and it's also single column as well. So I did want to show you at the end here, just to be transparent, have that here. They did have a printing error where they repeated this picture from Revelation here. So that's in here, I think, twice, I want to say. Yeah, it's in here. It's in here on page 2276 and 7. It's just repeated twice. So not a huge deal, but it is in there, just so you know. And then at the end here, we're going to have some maps. we get to the end of the Bible. So I was really excited about this one. I had to save up for a little bit before I could get my hands on it, but I finally did. So I wanted to show it to you in case any of you are considering picking this up in the near future as well. There are several different cover options. If you're not a pink person like me, totally understand. There's other options and covers available as well. If you look on Humble Lamb's website, which I will put in the description. But I'm really excited about this. I confess, like, I have not used the NASB translation as much as I would like. I've more focused on ESV and CSB, and then NLT have kind of been my three. Also throw in some NIV as well. NKJV I use fairly often. So those are the ones that I've read through as well. I'm not fully through the NIV, I shouldn't say that. But the other translations that I just listed, I did do full read-throughs of each of those, sometimes more than once for some of them. But I have not read through the NASB, so I'm considering doing that at some point. And this may be one of the Bibles that I use to do it. So I'm really excited to get a hold of this. I think it's really beautiful. I love the layout. I love the size of the Bible. I love the drop caps. And I'm excited to hopefully use this as a resource to help me dive in further to the NASB translation. So again, this is the NASB History Bible, and this is from Humble Lamb.